Hey guys, welcome back. Today's video I'm really excited to make. I'm going to be making the first video of my rising sign series. So this video is going to be an introduction to rising sign series. Really excited to share my perspective of astrology with you because I think you can never have too many perspectives on one situation. Astrology was a major spiritual tool for me in my spiritual awakening. I found that it helped when I was lonely, it helped when I needed entertainment, it helped answer questions, it helped really expand my consciousness. And I'm excited to relay this information to you and have all those benefits go into your life and your spiritual journey. Your rising sign is found by the geographical location, date, and time of your birth. I recommend not debating whether or not the time on your birth certificate is correct because you're never going to crack that case. You are meant to think that is your birth time, whether you were actually born there or not. I've seen this many times. People get into astrology, people start wondering if their birth time is wrong. Just listen to your date of birth and your birth time on your birth certificate, and if it's meant to change, I guarantee you something like groundbreaking will happen and you'll find out. But until then, just believe the time that is on your birth certificate. The rising sign is also called the ascendant sign, so you'll hear those two words being intertwined with one another and they mean the same thing. Your rising sign is the first house of your natal chart, and you need to know it because it sets up the house placements for the rest of your chart, and houses in this sign and other houses and planets transiting around them or moving around them will have a huge impact on these specific houses. In order to get a rising sign, you need a birth time, or birthday, and a date of birth, and it has to be exact so that the rising sign can be exact. Your rising sign is the version of yourself that you unconsciously present yourself as when you are first meeting someone. It is a mask you wear, but it's a real mask. It's not really a fake one. It's like the surface, and then like you're gonna crack through it and you get to a whole bunch of insides. So sometimes your rising sign cannot be seen by family members that know you very well because you aren't putting any unconscious thought into how you're seen by them. So as you meet people, you will find that this is how you are, and you might have to force yourself out of being this way when you get into new situations. The rising sign should really resonate with you. Sometimes whenever there's planets in the first house and conjunct the ascendant, it can give that ascendant a really strong flavor of something else, but the rising sign should still resonate with you quite well. In the end, you should feel like a good combination of your rising sign, your sun, and your moon. But as we get further into astrology and learn more, you're going to be able to find where each planet and scenario fits into your life and has a really strong energy and when you're using it. I just love rising signs so much. I usually focus in it for all of my readings. I just think that that is the key. You can find out anyone's date of birth. You can find out anyone's birthplace for the most part, but you cannot find out anyone's birth time without their permission, without them getting it, or their parents. It's not really common knowledge, so you just don't know someone's birth time. It's like a little password you get from them. I actually have had the pleasure of getting to know numerous people born on the same day as me, and one of them in particular I knew for many, many years with the exact opposite rising sign, and we are completely different people. We have the exact same placements of everything, except my moon is closer to Pluto than hers, and we have opposite rising signs, and we are very different. Since we apply our planets in different avenues of our lives, our passion is coming out in separate areas. This can be good or bad. When we're like all on the same page, it's good, but when you get off the page, it's like, whoa, you're not doing it right. And that's where conjunctions come in, but we'll get into that later. I'm simply trying to show you how rising signs make a huge difference when the planets fall into different houses. So not only is your rising sign a big part of your personality, but it does set up the housing system for all of your houses, 1 through 12. So how it would work is if your rising sign is in Leo, you would handle yourself as a Leo. When you first meet someone, you would kind of come off a little show-offy, loud. You would be a star. And your second house would be Virgo. So you might be a little anal and OCD about your finances and the material things that you love. So that is just one small example of a rising sign. You will find out more by clicking the link down below of your rising sign, which you can find by using astrotheme.com and typing in all your information, or by following this link down below to how to look up your birth chart. Find your rising sign down below, look at them all if you want to learn more, and I will see you in my next video. Namaste.